India News Hour. Hope you all will agree with me that manufacturing will be the next growth engine for Indian economics. The COVID-19 pandemic is the deadliest outbreak in our living memory. The world has neither seen such a widespread shutdown in mobility nor witnessed such a sudden economic slump. With about 450 million social media users, 627 million internet users, we are the largest consumers of the internet. Which is why Netflix, Hotstar, Amazon Prime have become household names in the country. Applications such as WhatsApp, Paytm, Google Pay have revolutionized the way we communicate and transact money. India also has the highest average data use consumption per smartphone at about 9.8 GB per month. Our per capita consumption is estimated at 11 GB per month, and this is likely to grow to 30 GB in less than 5 years. This very growth will see rise in online transactions, e-commerce purchases, social engagement, watching movies online, internet-based education, where schools are now delivering education through e-learning. Telemedicine will also witness rapid growth. This will give rise to two things, that is, digital consumption and more global entities attempting to attract Indian consumers online. Enterprises across the globe have been making every effort to safeguard their employees by following the rules and regulations laid out by the government. This has compelled organizations to shift to a remote work model overnight. As a result, employees are accessing enterprise applications, systems and data from multiple devices and internet connections. This gives a lot of entry points for cyber attacks. This sudden transition has introduced new uncertainties and heightened cybersecurity risks for organizations. Let's see to the headlines in Var India. Human-like bots performing online frauds. 2019 saw login pages as prime targets for fraudsters across different verticals. Cyber crooks are using bad bots to carry out two types of online frauds. Number one, account takeover to steal PII and payment card details. Number two, fake account creation to validate stolen payment card details or cash out stolen cards. We need to regularly monitor and restrict social media login. Ensure that users have unique passwords and educate users about password reuse to prevent credential stuffing and credential cracking attempts, says Nikhil Taneja of Radware. Half of the Twitter accounts calling for reopening America are bots. With more than 200 million tweets discussing the coronavirus suggests 45% to 60% come from bots. A cybersecurity researcher warns that misinformation campaigns from convincing bots are fueling much of the social media debate about lifting coronavirus lockdowns and reopening the economy. Current fiscal deficit may go up to 5.3% of GDP. Given the 50% increase in borrowing that has been announced, it is a reasonable estimate to say that at this time an increase of 1.7 to 1.8% on the 3.5% budgeted fiscal deficit target is being anticipated, Chief Economic Advisor Krishnamurthy Subramanian said. Bill Gates says the vaccine conspiracy theories are involving him. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates has denied conspiracy theories that claim he is behind a plot to use vaccines to implement tracking microchips in people. He said, "I have never been involved in any sort of microchip. It's almost hard to deny this stuff because it's so stupid or strange. Conspiracy theorists claim Gates is behind coronavirus creation and wants to profit from it. Pablo Escobar's brother refuses to grant 30-day extension to Apple. Pablo Escobar's brother, Roberto Escobar, has refused Apple's request for a 30-day extension to evaluate a $2.6 billion lawsuit filed last month. Escobar Inc. CEO Olof Gustafsson said, "Why would the most powerful company in the world need a 30 days extension? They have no choice but to reply in 23 days or Roberto wins $2.6 billion. ICC meeting set to decide the fate of the IPL. The future of the 2020 Indian Premier League is set to be decided at an ICC meeting next week. Amid concerns, a cancellation could see its value drop by up to $1 billion. The tournament was one of the major sporting events forced to be put on hold following the COVID-19 pandemic. HCL brings its commerce platform to Google Cloud. HCL Technologies said it will bring its software offerings starting with HCL Commerce to Google Cloud. HCL Commerce is a leading cloud-native platform used by businesses across multiple industries and around the world to drive more than $100 billion in annual client revenues. The collaboration between Google Cloud and HCL Commerce is helping customers rapidly execute their digital transformation strategy that is rooted in the new normal. Security breach in Vivo phones. Same IMEI number found in 13,557 phones. Meerut police has unearthed a much expected security breach in the Chinese-made phones Vivo, where over 13,000 phones were found to be running on the same International Mobile Equipment Identity Number, that is the IMEI number. Meerut's Medical Police Station has started investigating the incidents and a fraud case has been filed against Vivo Communication Technology Company Limited and its service centers. MyGate implements GDPR guidelines to give users complete information control. MyGate has implemented General Data Protection Regulation guidelines. In doing so, it becomes amongst the first Indian consumer companies to embrace the stringent requirements of the European Union's GDPR directive, widely considered the global gold standard for data privacy and protection. Cyient ropes in Meenu Bagla as VP and CMO. Cyient has announced the appointment of Meenu Bagla as Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer. As CMO, Meenu will be responsible for strengthening the brand reach, relevance, and advocacy to deliver accelerated business growth in new and existing markets. Mostly all sectors are going through a lack of work and production or manufacturing predicament, which is leading to most of the companies to cut salaries, layoffs, or close their production or work for the time being. Now the question arises, should one opt for the job loss insurance during COVID-19? Let's look into the COVID watch. The number of coronavirus cases in India stands at 236,207 with a death toll at 6,647. Summing up, India has a magic and miracle left to experts to explore and decode. The gist of the story is India needs to be consistent and eliminate the certain residue of bureaucratic red tapeism. Achieving a strategic free trade agreement with the USA, EU and UK will be a game changer. A major glitch on policy performance of India is contract, enforcement and legal settlements. These two lacunas of corporate law need to be rectified at the earliest. To be fair, the present administrative echelon are dealing mega projects with utmost care and additional benefits are getting handed out. In addition to this, India now offers lowest corporate tax and ease of repatriation of dividend compared to anywhere in the world. Now, the bottom line is the manufacturing in India is offering a two-sided reward to improve top line and bottom line. The next generation manufacturing and intelligent manufacturing is perhaps having the best available support systems in India more than anywhere else in the world. That's it for the day, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Please download the War India app for the latest news and updates, which is available on Google Play Store. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you very much.